This forgotten Depression-era tool saved millions when money became worthless. Food didn't disappear during the Great Depression. Access did. When banks failed, trucks stopped running, and cash became useless paper, survival came down to one brutal question. Could you turn raw harvest into edible calories with your own hands? In barns across America, one overlooked tool answered that question and quietly kept millions alive. Before we get into it, do yourself a favor and lock this knowledge in by subscribing now, because, history only protects those who remember it. This story isn't about nostalgia. It's about systems that work when everything else breaks. The tool was simple: heavy iron, hand-cranked, no wires, no fuel, and honestly, no mercy for laziness. And it transformed dried corn and grain into food when grocery shelves were empty. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most modern emergency gear fails the moment power disappears. Batteries die. Fuel runs out. Replacement parts just don't exist. The Depression-era grain mill laughs at that. Cast iron lasts generations. Gears don't care about inflation. Human calories power it, and it returns more calories than it consumes. That's a closed survival loop, and honestly, it's brutally efficient. Modern preppers stock food. Depression survivors created food daily. That difference matters. When stores closed, families with this tool didn't panic. They adjusted portions, diversified grains, and kept eating. Starvation didn't arrive suddenly. It crept, and this machine pushed it back day after day. The hidden skill that made it work. The tool alone wasn't enough. Knowledge made it deadly effective. People knew how fine to grind for bread versus mush. They knew how to mix cornmeal with fats to avoid malnutrition. They understood soaking and fermenting grain to stretch nutrients and improve digestion. This wasn't gourmet cooking. It was biochemical survival wisdom passed down without textbooks. A poorly ground meal could ruin teeth. A badly balanced diet could weaken a family. Skill turned grain into strength. Children learned early. Elders supervised. Mistakes were corrected fast because hunger doesn't forgive. Why this tool vanished from memory. After the Depression ended, electricity spread. Industrial mills returned. Convenience replaced resilience. Hand-crank mills were pushed into corners, then garages, then antique shops. History labeled them obsolete because comfort returned. But obsolete doesn't mean useless. It means forgotten. Today, most people couldn't turn a bucket of corn into a single meal without YouTube and electricity. Depression families did it before breakfast. That gap is dangerous. The lesson history's survival code wants you to hear. Survival isn't about hoarding, it's about conversion. Can you turn raw resources into usable energy without outside help? Can your tools outlive supply chains? Can your skills function when systems fail? The Depression-era barn tool answered yes every day for over a decade. It didn't look heroic. It didn't make headlines. But it kept hands moving, stomachs full, and hope alive. When everything failed, this machine didn't. And that's the kind of history worth remembering. If this story sharpened your instincts and reminded you that real preparedness is built, not bought, subscribe to History's Survival Code and share this with someone who thinks modern tools make them invincible. The past still knows how to keep you alive.